Good morning and welcome back to the symposium. I have just a few housekeeping remarks. House cleaning is also another good idea, I suppose. I wanted to remind everyone that immediately following the symposium we will have a very nice free workshop on exploring the evolving landscape of open access, and the facilitators in that event will present an overview of current challenges and opportunities related to open access initiatives, including evolving publishing practices and green versus gold open access models, if you want to delve into the details of these models a little bit more, and the practices associated with them. They'll open the discussion on recent scenarios that test how open access works in practice and invite attendees to bring questions and topics of interest at their own organizations and institutions. The aim of the workshop is to promote open dialogue on initiatives, issues, and the future of open access, all the topics we've been dealing with. At your request, several people have requested a list of the attendees. Shannon has emailed those out, so you should have that in your email. And I would like to start the day off with some thank yous for the many people and the different groups that made this event possible. First, let me sincerely thank all the speakers and you, the attendees of this conference, for this, what has been, I think, a great event. I really appreciate all of your participation. So let's hear a round of applause for everyone. I would like to thank our sponsors. This event and the sort of attendant conjoined events that made this suite of events possible were enabled by a variety of sponsors. The Institute of Museum and Library Services provided significant funds for the opening, the pre-conference discussion forum on research data management that many of you attended. The symposium proper was sponsored by a number of different groups: the Provost Office, Academic Affairs at the University of North Texas, the UNT College of Information, the UNT Libraries, and Spark, all of whom provided significant funding for the event. So let's thank our sponsors. I would like to, although I don't think any of them are here, I'd like to thank the people who operate and run and provide our host venue, the Communities Foundation of Texas, who I think will all agree maintain a wonderful shared facility for local foundations, nonprofits, and universities. UNT is a member and gets the use of this fabulous facility at a nominal cost, and I think they have been wonderful hosts. So thank you to the CFT. Let me thank all the people that made this, that did all the background work of this conference. And some of them are not present. They are back home at our main campus up in Denton. Kristen Boyette arranged much of the catering for this symposium. And our administrative assistants there, Pam Moore and Bobby Fink, have managed many of the details of the speakers' travel arrangements and other folks that have attended this event. So thank you to all of them. Also here, the people that have participated in the organization and preparation for this event and running it include Dr. Spencer Corrales, who did a lot of the work in conceiving the ideas of the event, finding the speakers, helping us track them down, and inviting them. Anjum Najmi and Monica Ugartechea, who did many of the basic activities that made the event possible, registration packets, all sorts of, it was quite amazing seeing all the preparations of all these binders and the tags and everything else that went into this, and a lot of thought that they put into that. These tags are, by the way, recycled tags. They are made out of recycled materials and are themselves recyclable. We pay a lot of attention to green topics here at UNT. Extreme Cuisine caterers, the guys that you're seeing out there that are feeding us all the time. Jimmy in the back, who's doing our videography for the event. And then a very big special thanks to Shannon Stark, our conference organizer, who keeps us all on track on these events and who we could not do these events without. So a big thanks to all of them. Okay, so with that, why don't we transition to our first panel of the day, and I'm going to have our introducer come up.
Right, so the three panelists that you'll be hearing from this morning are Julie Spear. As Associate Dean of Research and Informatics, Julie Spear leads efforts to map and integrate the library's resources, expertise, and services to the university's research enterprise. For the past 8 years, Spear has been involved in the development of digital library services designed to provide preservation, visualization, and open access strategies for institutional and interinstitutional digital research, scholarship, and cultural heritage collections. Spear has served as project staff on various interinstitutional sponsored research projects aimed at advancing the transformative role of libraries within the academy as knowledge specialists in the open web, working with leaders in these areas throughout North America. And we'll be hearing from Tyler Walters as well, who is the Dean of University Libraries at Virginia Tech. Previously, Walters was the Associate Dean of the Library and Information Center at Georgia Institute for Technology. He was a 2008 to 2010 fellow in the Association of Research Libraries, the Research Libraries Leadership Fellows Program, really outstanding program. And I should mention, it didn't say so, but Julie is also there with him at Virginia Tech at this point. And finally, Martin Halbert, who of course is Dean of Libraries and Associate Professor at the University of North Texas. His primary research examines the future of digital scholarship and research library services. He has served as principal investigator for grants and contracts totaling more than $6 million during the past 6 years, funding more than a dozen large-scale collaborative projects among many educational institutions. Halbert has previously worked for Emory University, Rice University, UT Austin, and the IBM Corporation. So we look forward to hearing your thoughts.